Drew, because I know there are many, many people out here who lived when this song was popular. And I also know there's a whole bunch more people in here that will not recognize the original, but they'll recognize the 1990s version from the movie Cool Runnings. All right? But now, I love you so much, I'm going to turn my microphone off. And Karen's going to leave hers on, and we're going to chorus of this song, maybe 2 times if you don't sing loud enough the first time. All right, are you ready? You ready? I'm going to turn it off. Karen's going to start. Now, the reason the lyrics are not on the screen is because I don't want to go to jail. Right? That'd be copyright violation. You ready? You ready?
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Here we go. Gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
No, she knows how to keep all that time, and we just wanted to keep going, and she's got the time going. Anyway, so, one of the heroes, because we all need heroes, but the whole word, the whole concept of heroes has been hijacked. It's been what? It's been hijacked by DC Comics and Marvel and sports stars and music. Like, I just heard this, what's that one female singer? She's now a billionaire. Anyway, when we see this, we all need heroes, but not just any type of hero will do. We don't need superheroes like in the movies, do we? Why not? Because they're in the movies. They're fictional. They really can't fix anything. Spider-Man is not going to come down and swing between any buildings in Perry or Warner Robins. This is not going to happen. Right? We're not going to do that. See, we don't need superheroes like in the movies. We don't even need the real superheroes we read about last week in the book of Genesis. The Nephilim, right? When the sons of God mated with the daughters of men and the heroes of old were born, they just caused more problems. God's not even looking for the unexpected, for the what? For the unexpected heroes. Why not? I mean, God, sure, we love an unexpected hero being there to save you. No. When was the last time you fell down? Yeah. Was a hero there to pick? No, you bounced or splatted or whatever, right? So no, God's not looking for those unexpected heroes. God is, and you and I should be, looking for a different type of hero. God is looking for everyday heroes. Say that with me. God is looking for everyday heroes. Now, this is our tagline for the series. I want you to say this to yourself many times a day for the next few weeks, right? Here, this is on the screen. Say it really loud. Ready? Everyday heroes do the right thing at the right time and in the right way. See, everyday heroes, they don't just decide to do the right thing in the moment. That's an unexpected hero. Everyday heroes decide to do the right thing before it becomes a thing. Have you done that? Have you already decided to be kind, loving, peaceful, joyful, faithful? Have you already made that decision so that in the moment you don't have to decide? That's what being a Christ follower calls us to do, is to make that decision ahead of time. We're going to go back to a verse we used last week. This is Proverbs 11:3. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Your faithfulness in God is going to determine what you do in different circumstances. Make the decision ahead of time. You're going to choose the godly thing. People who do the right thing at the right time and would most like to be like Noah. We read his story last week. Let's just remind ourselves of part of Noah's story. We're going to be in Genesis chapter 6. We're going to start with the 5th verse through the 8th verse, and we're going to drop down to the 22nd verse. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground. For I regret that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. 22nd verse. Noah did everything just as God had commanded him. When we think about this, Noah was already an everyday hero when God called him. The verses that I didn't read, between the 8th and 22nd, that was God calling Noah to build what? To build the ark. He was giving them all the, I want you to build an ark. And, we talked about Bill Cosby's, Noah in the ark. Noah, Noah, that kind of stuff going on right here, right? See, Noah saw clearly. He saw clearly how God wanted him to live and compelled to live in that way. He was compelled to live in that way, such that even though those around him were choosing to live differently, he chose to live the way God wanted him to live. That's how he found favor in God's eyes. He was already doing the right thing at the right time, in the right way in God's eyes, right? And he continued on doing that after God gave him the orders, the command